2 weeks after entering into sannyasa, Swami Chinmayananda wanted to continue his travels to holy places in solitude. First, he was to stop at Delhi to visit one of Swami Shivananda's old disciples. With Swami Shivananda's blessings, he left Anandakutir on 11th March 1949. Traveling by foot from Rishikesh for over 160 miles, after a few days he reached Delhi. There, he found Swami Shivananda's letter waiting for him, directing him to visit the holy places of Mathura and Vrindavan, but to return to the ashram before April 15th. He wanted Swamiji to be there for the sadhana week. Let us listen to Swamiji's own words about this trip, keeping in mind the extreme heat that pervades India's northern plains as summer approaches. He writes, "The heat is now 102 degrees Fahrenheit. The tar road, the naked feet, the shaven head, the load of 2 frocks, a sheet and a couple of books, and the kamandalu. Each mile seems an endless span through burning space. But with courage in the heart and faith in the Lord increasing at every hour, Chinmaya visited Lord Krishna's playground Vrindavan and his domain Mathura." And in a letter to his sister, he wrote the following: "As Chinmaya was nearing Delhi, he suffered a sunstroke. He is now well and near complete recovery, but he is still in bed. He had 104 to 106 temperature for 3 days. Ice, etc. were applied. Medicines, doctors, all were ready, thanks to Sri Swamiji's Bhaktas in Delhi. Shankara, thy will be done. By the will of Narayana, Chinmaya hopes to return to Rishikesh in time for the sadhana week." After he recovered in Delhi, he began to conduct satsangs at the Shroff residence. Narendra Shroff, as we can recall, was one of Gurudev's good friends. He had succumbed to a disease in recent years. His parents helped organize these satsangs. Back at Anandakutir, his spiritual quest intensified. He read voraciously, not just the writings of Swami Shivananda, but the scriptures and all the other spiritual literature that was in abundance in the Divine Life Society's libraries. It was in Swamiji's nature to question everything, to accept nothing simply on faith, but to be intellectually satisfied. And yet, once the answers were revealed to him, he had the courage to accept things and move forward. As a result, it was only natural that he wanted a much deeper and thorough understanding of the scriptures. Swami Shivananda was well aware of Swamiji's abilities as well as his thirst for this knowledge. "You want to master the scriptures?" he said. "You must go to Swami Tapovanam, the greatest teacher." It was Swami Tapovan's practice to spend a few months in Rishikesh during spring. He usually stayed in the Brahmananda ashram on the opposite shore of the Ganga from Anandakutir. Swami Chinmayananda walked the 11 miles through difficult terrain to meet Swami Tapovan. He finally reached the hut. Seeing Swami Tapovanam, he prostrated respectfully. He introduced himself. He then expressed his desire to become his student, and that Swami Shivananda had sent him here. Swami Tapovan, however, sent him back, claiming that he needed a letter of proof from Swami Shivananda. This meant days of walking all the way to and back from Anandakutir. Of course, this was a test to see how serious the aspiring student was. A test before the teaching could even start. But the young Swamiji proved his enthusiasm and determination. He quietly and promptly did what he was told to. No questions asked. He came back with the letter. And there began one of the most exemplary relationships of Guru and Shishya, one that would transform the young Swamiji forever.